Hey, good Tuesday morning to you and welcome back. Extra shot of sunrise. I know earlier this morning we were saying to people, hey, it's Tuesday, not Monday for a lot of people that are just now getting back in the groove. So maybe you slept in and didn't join us yesterday for Extra Shot, but I guess glad to see you guys.
Yeah, well, most definitely glad to see you, and we're glad to see the rain. Well, I get this baseball player mentality of, I don't want it to rain because I'm going to play baseball all the time.
But you need it to rain.
Yeah, we do need this rain for our yard.
We have had, if you were with us on Sunrise this morning, in fact, I'm going to back up a graphic. Let's take a live look. Let's just show you. Okay, so this is what it's like right now up in Fort Wayne. Still raining up there, but we had heavy rain on I-69. Well, here in Indy, where we really need a nuttin', a big fat nuttin'. We might get some rain later today, but boy, it's so warm out there. By 11 o'clock, 87 degrees. And then the heat advisory will kick in this afternoon. And the reason we have these is because you need to really be careful and take it easy outside. Find shade if you can, find air conditioning, which is even better. I know so many of you work outside for a living, but we will have temperatures in the mid-90s and heat indices over 100, like around 102 degrees later on today is what it will feel like, and that's kind of reflected in our forecast. Some scattered storms this afternoon. Some of them could be locally heavy. We're under a slight risk for severe weather later today. Could see some hail and strong gusty winds in 92 Wednesday, Thursday. Lindsay, we're talking about strong gusty winds. This morning, we took a camera shot at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was up in Fort Wayne on the north side of Fort Wayne, and it's like not really raining anywhere else in the state, but it is if we took all the rain in the state and made it into one storm cluster, it's right on top of Fort Wayne, and they probably made up the 3-inch rainfall deficit
probably
today.
And the camera was doing this because the winds were so strong there, and earlier this morning at Gas City it was like that. So you folks up there got the rain. Nothing here yet, but hopefully this afternoon.
Well, people in Fort Wayne, a good day to stay in and watch TV. And I know you're excited about this because you love the show Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey, A New Era, is now out on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and DVD. So you can check, this is for you. Among the bonus features are behind-the-scenes looks at the costumes and the making of the movie within the movie.
That will be good.
Okay, there you go. So you saw this movie.
I did. I thought it was much better than the first movie, which came out 1.5 years ago. I thought this one was much better. They actually traveled to France for half of it. But the reason that I'm a Downton Abbey fan, I'm going to say it's because my wife loves it so much, but not really.
You can't blame her.
I like it because photographer Steve Rhodes and I, when we all did the trip to cover the royal wedding, Steve and I were over there for 11, 12 days ahead of time, and we went to Highclere Castle, which is where Downton Abbey was shot. And Steve, being the brilliant guy that he is, he says, hey, let's shoot it the way they shoot the show. So we used no lighting. It was all natural light. And we interviewed Countess Fiona, who is the 7th Countess of Carvenon. And she was a wonderful lady. And had Downton Abbey not come along, I don't know what they would do with that castle. More than 100 rooms, and to keep that place up, just the roof on it. But it's really cool that COVID's over now. Everybody's back in.
Okay. I was asking. I know it's been a while for a little bit because my mom was trying to get into it. She tried to get me to get into it years ago. For the longest, I was saying Downtown Abbey, and she was like,
yeah, Downton. Downton Abbey.
So obviously, I'm not familiar with the show at all. But if I were to get into it, about how long would it take me to get up to current speed?
If you saw the movie, you're there.
Oh,
see, I didn't even know it was a movie.
Yeah. You said you were like, this is better than the first one, and I was like, I didn't know there was a first movie.
Yes, the first movie came out, actually, I believe it was during COVID. And I had some problems with it, but I really liked this one. And so I think somebody who knew nothing about it could go in and enjoy the film.
Perfect.
And just to clarify, because you have a lot of ties to England, what's your football team that you love to follow?
Chelsea.
Chelsea fan.
Chelsea
fan.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Football.
Okay, this next story. So I don't think this one's for you, Chuck. Maybe not. If you like Downton Abbey, you probably won't like this one. But Jordan Peele has just revealed a website for his theme park from his film. The film is called Nope, which I think is so funny because I'm pretty sure this is like a
it's about aliens.
Oh,
really?
I just know that he does, like, the reason I say no, not for you, Chuck, because a couple extra shots ago, you were like, I need to see a show that's not dark. And I feel like he does play, I don't know, but I know that he does a lot of, like, horror films, is like kind of dabbling in that, and so I feel like maybe this wouldn't be for you. But JupitersClaim.com actually features several activities, but they're not revealing much about the mysterious plot of the upcoming movie. So it's called Nope. Again, hits theaters July 22nd. You taught me more about it than I actually knew before.
Because there's a new trailer. I love Jordan Peele. I love the two films that he's come out with so far. Us and Get Out.
Yes.
Amazing films. You got to see them. They're great. And this one looks just as good.
Yeah.
So it's about like kind of an alien invasion kind of a thing, but like in a horror kind of way, kind of thing.
The problem with, I won't say the problem with, because I think that they're great movies, but what scares me is like I'm always like I can't do like horror films, slasher films, whatever. And now I'm like I just can't do anything because his movies are like just realistic enough that you're like,
oh my god. Did you see Us? Did you see Us?
Yes, and I watched it with, and I was this was a couple years ago. I mean, my parents watched it with me, and I was like, we're watching it in broad daylight because I was like, oh, and it's not like Chuck. Well, this one is a little bit of like kind of gore, but it's not like a slasher film or anything like that.
The horror is in wondering what's going on. Yeah.
Yes, and I was like, oh no. And so I'm like, maybe I just need to just get rid of the whole horror genre in general. But I do think that he makes good films. So
yes, he does.
I think that's a perfect name for it.
Let's go watch the Minions movie.
Yeah, the Minions movie. There you go. There you go.
And I'm like, well, we have to watch something like happy. We have to watch SpongeBob. Oh,
there you go.
My phone. Yeah, afterwards to kind of clear my head. But yeah.
Well, a high-tech, high-seas adventure boat brought the country's origins full circle, and no one was even on board. Yep, the Pilotless Mayflower autonomous ship just completed a 3,500-mile transatlantic trip, recreating the original Mayflower's historic voyage some 400 years ago. I mean, call me crazy. I don't think they had this kind of technology on that ship.
So.
The vessel had no crew or captain on board. Instead, used solar power, artificial intelligence, and real-time data to navigate the sea before docking in Plymouth, Massachusetts, next to a replica of the original Mayflower, a collaboration between IBM and marine research nonprofit ProMare. The ship will be used to further research with critical issues such as climate change, ocean plastic pollution, and marine mammal conservation. Wow.
But why does it need to be a replica of that ship to do those things?
Well, no, it's they docked near a replica of the Mayflower.
Oh,
so there
okay,
you go.
got
So
it.
there you go. There's the replica of the Mayflower, and this is what the new ship. So they're basically saying, hey, now we can do that same journey without any people, just using modern technology and solar power.
I'm not getting on no boat with no pilot.
Me neither. Me neither. That's a hard sell to be like, yeah, come on board. There's nobody else on board, and just computer chips, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday we had a big butterfly bus that provided the solar power to the Tesla, powering it. Now we have a boat using solar power, so there you go. It's just solar power all over the place.
Solar power car so I can stop paying for gas.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
All right, well, hey, thanks for joining us here on our Extra Shot of Sunrise. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. right here in the same location for Sunrise on Channel 13. Have a great Tuesday.